tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Come back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the...
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Hey! Hey, start! Blue 30!
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And some space here. A very solid gain of 27.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, it's Bell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Focus. Set! 230. Baby! One day. Relax, what's that?
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Let's go now. Hey. Left.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Taylor will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Taylor to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
77.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Here's Taylor. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
Pounds, he's a big man. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Roethlisberger to his big target, James, all 6-7 of him for a Steeler 1st down. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
After the interception, here's Taylor. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor going to throw again. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And the Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I would kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. A gain of 39 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. On the counter, here's McCoy. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. He completes it to Hunter. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Taylor hit. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand the bell. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Roethlisberger. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. James has it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. Jack 16.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Maybe a free play now for Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When an offense reads blitz, Doesn't matter where it's coming from. Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Roethlisberger now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Wide open receiver, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Roethlisberger now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Roethlisberger. That will be caught by James. The big tight end has a Steeler touchdown. Jesse James in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Ben to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Boswell on now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Bills now, as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now Taylor. And this will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor throwing again. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Taylor to his big tight end Clay for the Buffalo first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Slow. Hey, watch this. Check.
Taylor with a give to McCoy. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll go again to McCoy. Fights him off. And some room to work. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And shedding through the tackle. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go now. Jack 16. Snickers 66.
So the false start will back them up 5. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to waft this one deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Snickers, gotta spin. Monday.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Yeah, here come the Bills. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here, and I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Hunter. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Slow.
10th carry now for McCoy. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Taylor. And right side caught Hogan. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now McCoy. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. And Holloway clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They
go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
And there's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds the number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All right, now.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Snickers, you got to spin. Take 2 of them. Snickers, you got to spin. Solid, find out.
Here's Roethlisberger, and his pass incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Jack 16. 8.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, No more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
44.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. Taylor will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Slow.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Z.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the gun, it's Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The give is to Bell, down to the 25. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction.
I think they need him in this. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Let's go, let's go.
Again, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue.
Things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Let's go, let's
Now,
go.
after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Left. 22 and 44.
A give to Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
77.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jackson now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out come the Bills. Taylor will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On second down, here's Taylor. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a... From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and that's caught inside the 35. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so that the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And down he'll go at the 25. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Quarter. Double bump. Snickers, you gotta spin.
Roethlisberger will throw. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
That's taken on the 25. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Taylor will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now Taylor on 1st down. Steps away to his left. 10 more there and another 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's McCoy. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
keep it on the ground with McCoy. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
A give to McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So that one will be accepted. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there. He's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
So it's all going to come down to Stephen Hauschka. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, hooks it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bills, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.